Another weekend, another Premier League game week to look forward to. Round 13 promises to be exciting. I've got my Arsenal jersey. Max has his Manchester United jersey. But of course, the Liverpool fan is not proud enough to wear his own jersey this week
I
after what has been going on.
I did wear it on Tuesday.
All right, but yeah, today is not Tuesday. Today is another day to talk about the Premier League. But anyways, away from all the banter and looking forward to what will happen this weekend. Victor, for the first time ever, this is actually an interesting game because it is the first time that Brentford and Burnley will meet in a Premier League fixture for the very first time. So who do you think is likely to win here at the Brentford Community Stadium?
I'm going with Brentford. I feel like they have no right to be as decent as they have been after losing their two biggest stars in the summer, along with the captain and the coach. They've just been fantastic at home, 6 Prem games at the G-Tech, 4 wins. They only failed to beat Chelsea and Man City there. Burnley should not be a problem unless they underestimate them.
Yeah, fair enough. And over to you, Max. After resting players in midweek for no apparent reason, do we expect City to go all out on Leeds after their midweek defeat to Bayer Leverkusen?
I mean, they obviously have to win this by 2 or 3 goals at least, because when you do these things like playing reserve squad in UCL, and I actually don't understand that, especially because you're playing against Leeds at home next round. Even if you switch it, you still can easily win against Leeds, especially Leeds that is barely scoring goals. So I would say it's a pretty easy game expecting from Man City.
Fair enough. And back to you, Victor. You've been very consistent in saying that you don't see Sunderland staying there for so long. And it has started to happen because Sunderland have started to falter in recent weeks, failing to win in their last 3 games. Do you think they will drop more points against a Bournemouth side also looking to get back to winning ways?
They might. I did back them to not lose in our prediction show, and I stand by that. Sunderland have done very well for themselves at home, unbeaten there all season. While Bournemouth, they've only managed to beat Spurs on the road. They lost 3 and drew another 2 games. I think it might be a bit of a slugfest, this one, in terms of goals, in terms of attacks, but I can see Sunderland coming out on top just about.
Fair enough. And back to you, Max. Ahead of this fixture, surprisingly, Everton are actually above Newcastle on the standings, surprisingly. But who is more likely to come out on top in this game?
I mean, just looking at the stats and the recent form, probably I'd say Everton, but I for some reason feel like this is the game when Newcastle finally win first away game in Prem. Yeah, they didn't look that great, especially on road, but for some moment and reason, I just feel like this is the game for Newcastle.
We'll see. And finally, Victor, after suffering defeat to PSG in midweek, Richarlison has continued to share his goal again, once again, despite losing. But after losing to PSG in midweek, are we expecting Tottenham to ride over Fulham at the weekend?
Fulham are a very tough team to play against when they want to be tough. The problem is they haven't been wanting that too often this season. They just haven't been up at the races enough. There's also an argument to be made about refereeing screwing them over quite a bit, but the reality is that they've been terrible away from Craven Cottage. They lost all of their last 5 Prem games on the road. I think Spurs are going to be a bit spent energy-wise after that game in Paris, but they should still have enough in the tank for at least a draw.
Yeah, fair point. Well, we'll see how that one unfolds. We've still got more Premier League games to discuss, and in another video, we'll be doing justice to the remainder of the games happening for round 13. Stay tuned so you don't miss out.